Hey, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to be talking about sales. Quick story. Today I had, some time ago, I have reached out to different local governments, and they are looking for different businesses who can solve particular problems with. I cannot go too much into detail just because of data confidentiality and all that. So I'll try to walk a thin line. Either way, I have written a lot of projects or proposing different programs that I can potentially do for those governments, and as it might happen, a lot of those projects can be rejected, especially in the beginning. I believe they've been rejected just because they do not really know me. So I just share my interest that not necessarily I can solve a problem for those governments to that particular project, but perhaps I can do something else to build relationships with those governments. I believe, especially if we're talking about large sums of money, that I don't know what's large for one person, might be a very small sum of money for another person, but let's just say perhaps 10,000 pounds, perhaps project closing project like that might be if I were a project manager and if I would be to reach out to uh, if someone would reach out to me that they can potentially do a project for that sum of money, not necessarily would be very inclined to go ahead with that project just because sometimes I don't know that company, I don't know the process with that organization, and many times even if I'm talking with freelancers, they would not necessarily all of them, but there's a large percentage of them. They're not necessarily someone just afraid to answer my phone calls. That's where I am. I'm about to perhaps hire a person, perhaps, and he's afraid to answer his phone or have a video conference call with me. Perhaps he's doing business slightly different, but either way, just to summarize, perhaps building a relationship. That's one way to go about it. Once you build a relationship, then perhaps local governments or whatever projects you reach out to, then would be more interested in perhaps doing business with you and perhaps relying on you that you would be able to close on whatever might be required within the project, and depending on perhaps risk involved, would that be 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 pounds entire budget for a project. Sales typically refers to the process of selling your product or services to prospects in exchange for money or other forms of compensation. It is fundamental aspect of business and commerce where organizations aim to persuade potential buyers to make purchase decisions. Uh, do you potentially sell your products or services that you are offering? Sales process typically involves several stages, including prospecting, identifying and researching potential customers who might be interested in your products or services, lead generation, collecting information about potential customers, and cultivating leads, which are individuals or businesses that have shown interest in your offerings. Qualification of the leads, assessing where the leads are likely to become actual customers by evaluating their needs, budgets, and decision-making power. Needs assessment, understanding the customer's specific requirements and challenges in order to tailor your sales pitch and offering to their needs. Presentation, processing your product or services to the potential customers, highlighting their benefits and demonstrating how they can solve their customers' problems or meet their needs. Handling objectives, addressing any concerns or objectives that customers might have, and providing reassurance or additional information to ultimate their doubts. Closing, converting the potential customers into actual paying customers by finalizing the transaction and receiving the agreed upon payment. Follow up, maintaining communication with customers after the sales to ensure their satisfaction, address any issues and potential upsell or cross-sell additional products or services. Overall, sales can take place throughout various channels, including in-person interactions, phone calls, emails, online platforms, and more. Successful sales require effective communication, understanding of customer needs, product knowledge, and ability to build relationships and trust with customers. Sales can be categorized into different types, such as business to business, B2B sales, business to customer, B2C sales, retail sales, direct sales, inside sales, and more, each with its own unique strategies and approaches that it can have. Just to summarize, effective sales, also known as successful sales, refers to ability to consistently achieve desired outcomes in selling products or services. It involves employing strategies and practices that result in increased sales volume, higher customer satisfaction, and the growth of business. I will share a couple of perhaps key points with you just in a sec. Sticking to this week's topic overall, as I mentioned to you before, this week I'm looking to recruit people. That would be sales and marketing people. And I have pointed out previously, but just overall, sales would require understanding customer needs. Successful salesperson take the time to understand their customer needs, pain points, and challenges. Building strong relationship with customers is crucial for effective sales. Effective communication, clear and persuasive communication is at the heart of successful sales. Product knowledge, having a deep understanding of product or services being sold is essential. Problem solving, effective salespeople are skilled at identifying customer pain points and presenting their offering as a solution. Active listening attentively to customers, allowing salespeople to gather important information about their needs and preferences. Adaptability, each customer is unique and effective salesperson are adaptable to their approaches. Overcoming obstacles, addressing customer objectives and concerns is the key aspect of effective sales. Closing technique. Closing the sales is ultimately the goal of sales process. Follow up after the sales is made. Effective salespeople continue to engage with customers. Continuous learning. Sales is an evolving field, and effective salespeople are committed to continuous learning. Measurable result, that could be something that every business should implement as of having KPIs. I have published a journal that I believe everyone should have. Within this journal, I'm sharing a lot of information, how to structure and build your habits, good habits, daily habits, something that could be developed within a quarter, roughly. That's theme of the journal. Within the journal, I'm sharing a lot of information about key areas that everyone should focus on. That would be personal development. That would be perhaps when it comes to your spending habits. Those habits would be perhaps dictionary and better understanding of finance and how finance works, as well as hydration. Overall, some of the pillars, as well as areas that you should perhaps accomplish within the day, areas that you should learn, some of the tasks that you might want to give for yourself to accomplish every single day, and having that approach might help you in the long term, as well as developing a habit of doing that all the time. You can find this journal on my company's website, as well as all the major retailers has this journal as well. Thank you. Whatever project you might have, you definitely need to consider how you're gonna present this information to other people and what would be the best way to have those people come on board with that particular project. One of the ways to do that would be sales, overall theme of this video. Would highly recommend if you haven't learned anything about sales until this point. Definitely that would be one of the top priorities that anyone should definitely focus on. Thanks for watching and see you next one.